I fit right in with these creatures, don't I? Hi dear friends, we are back. Oh my god, it's getting so close to the end now. Hello my dear subscribers, and maybe you're here for the first time. A warm welcome to you. I love what we're building up here. I love the community. Thank you all those who reached out for collaboration. I'm looking forward to next year. This looks like a lot of paintings, but like I said in the last video, I actually only have 3 new paintings to show for the past 3 weeks, except there's a 4th one, which was a commission. I can't show you in real life because it's already been sent off, but I will show you and talk to you about it. What you see here are a bunch of older works that I have now gotten ready to be sold and to be put on my homepage. I made frames for a bunch of them, put a bunch of them in frames, and oh my god, they look so great. So I've been super busy with all kinds of things aside from painting, which is sad because I really want to paint, because now I'm really getting to my thing. I really feel that I have found it. And somebody actually did comment something like that. You know, synchronicity. She said you found gold. And yes, I agree. And I think I mentioned that in a very previous video. It was Over the Wall or Lost Connection. These pieces were super important for me because that's when I realized how easy and fun it is when you paint something that's truly you and that just comes out of you. And those 2 paintings were like that. She commented that I found gold, and yes, thank you. I'm starting to feel that way, that I'm really finding something that I feel is unique. I don't see other art out there that quite compares to what I do, which is kooky and fun, yet still with a deeper message, and I like that. And it's very me, and I'm having a very fun time doing it. So, yay. And she wrote that, and I did a guided meditation, and it was about trust. And she had us sit, you grow roots into the ground, and she said, and you're pulling up gold from the earth into your root chakra. And this meditation was about trust. And that just wraps it up in a nutshell. That's what this journey for me has been all about. Finding that gold, trusting that if you go to your roots, you are going to find that gold. I don't know why it was so scary. I'm sorry if I'm a little bit frazzled-dazzled today. My energy is a bit all over the place. One of my 3 cats was missing for 3 days. It was horrible. And yesterday we found her. So I'm kind of all over the place today. Sorry about that. But hey, I did only do 3 new paintings for my portfolio. 1, 2, 3, and the commissioned cat painting. And I also did a bunch of ink stuff, thinking these might turn into something. I don't know yet. I think they're beautiful. I have these 2 pieces, Train of Thought and Ideas, that I like so much, and I thought maybe I'll turn all of that into a series. So I'm definitely the kind of an artist who I love to work on several things at once. You know, I'm actually working on a piece. Then suddenly I'll be like throwing ink around because I feel like it. All of that is archetype stuff, and if you're not as far in the program yet, rest assured you will get there. You will start understanding yourself. You will start doing things according to your personality and your archetype. If you just trust the program, and if you do all the work, there is a lot of soul searching that I think is necessary to do. You could possibly go through this program on a shallow level, but I encourage you to dig deep because you will be pulling up that gold. All right, I'm crazy today. I'm sorry about that. So you see all these things that I've prepped to get listed on my homepage to be sold as originals. I love these little ones, and I made these little frames because these are on canvas boards and they just don't look so good if you present it just on the canvas board. And so I made these little frames, and I think they look like little gems, just like these from the 100 painting challenge that you can now buy on my website. And I think they're really awesome pieces for first-time collectors, you know, for people who have never bought an original piece of art, because these come at a very low price. And for me, really, an original versus a print is just something very special. And I want to give people opportunity to just buy your first original, even if it's something small like this, just to feel what that's like. Because it is an exchange of energy between me as the artist from when I did it to you as the collector, or to them as collectors who are then putting it in their home. It's different than a print. The print situation is still difficult for me, because these print on demand suppliers, you know, you have to test it because you don't know if the colors are going to come out right. I can't just upload it and have people buy it if I haven't tested it. Plus, then they offer aspect ratios that my paintings aren't in, and then you have to think about what you're going to do. Speaking aspect ratios, oh, I love these two. My series, Look Who's Coming Through, also from the 100 Painting Challenge. If you have frames with mats, they will shave off a little bit from the edge. So don't put your signature on pieces on paper, don't put your signature too close to the edge that the mat will then cover it up. On some of these, because it took about a centimeter off each edge when I framed them, the signature was borderlining too close to the edge. So that's something you want to keep in mind when you put your signature on pieces that are going to be framed. Oh, thank you. There are now 2 people who told me they wanted to sign up for my newsletter, and somehow it didn't work. Thank you so much for letting me know, which it's kind of a disaster if the newsletter sign up isn't working. So if you have tried to sign up and it didn't work, try again. By the time I publish this video, I hope I was able to fix it, though I have no idea what's wrong. If it still doesn't work, just drop me a note and I will add you manually. Stuff like that can really, really hold you up. And that is in the end why I ended up taking a whole week off from painting to just get all of this technical stuff done. Also, my website is in 2 languages, which adds extra time. Yes, this is the commission that I painted for my cousin, which is also a little strange because I painted it over the course of 3 days. And within those 3 days, she had to be put to sleep. They asked for the painting because they knew she was coming to an end. But she asked me actually months ago whether I would do that. And then she never wrote about it again. And then at some point finally sent me pictures and we started talking about it. And I knew that that was going on. And so my last painting session, I was a little worried that it was going to get very heavy while I was painting. And then I decided I'm just going to ask the cat to come help me, assist me in finishing the painting. And it ended up being a very lighthearted, even funny painting session. And I'm very happy with how the painting turned out. So I really hope she will find joy and some kind of closure just to have that picture. It wasn't easy because she didn't have good pictures. They were bad lighting, or the position wasn't good, or she was often a little funny looking. Then I asked my cousin, are there things that you like specifically about this cat? Expecting she would say like the curled whiskers or the, that little stripe on the head, or I don't know, the color of her eyes or something like that. No, what came was, she always has this little bit of a grumpy expression, and I love that about her. And I was so relieved when she said that because the pictures she sent me all were a little bit, cute as hell. I was able to then really embrace it and come up with a good solution. So it was a good experience, and it was quick. It was good to paint that, and he brought me back to a painting lesson in the first part of the program that I felt I totally failed, and I was basically revisiting that and doing exactly that, and it was so easy now. Oh my goodness. So I feel that in the last video I didn't really talk enough about the program, because now we have real assignments again, but they're not painting assignments. Section 4 is marketing collateral. So marketing collateral is stuff that you put in with your paintings, whatever people buy from you. I don't have that much to show yet. I have little cards. It's important to have something that, you know, gives them their info and that looks pretty, so maybe they also pass it on to others. I made little stickers for the outside of the package. It has my address on, so it's the return address basically. And I have business cards. I had these business cards made for my open studio days, and it has the old logo on it. I knew that was going to happen. I did change my logo. That's why you really don't want to do this before you get to this part in the program where you have all of your stuff done, and this includes mainly the signature and your brand colors. It's not very much yet, but it's a start, and I have sent out my paintings to my trial customer. Everything got there safe and sound, and I had these things in there, and she was thrilled. I got the best comment from her. She said, "I didn't know that a painting can make you happy, but really it can." I'm going to use that quote on my homepage somewhere. So my brand message, or my tagline, is igniting the creative spirit with bold authenticity. About creating your website, he says, well, this is actually really quick. You put it together, duck, 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 and it's done. I don't think it's realistic that you're gonna have your whole website up and running within a week. Even if you have done all the work before, writing your artist biography, your statement, finding your brand message, finding all of that good stuff, your tagline, your this, your that, still it's gonna, I think, take longer. For me, it's completely unrealistic. Also then adding the products to your store, like setting up the store, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. And my website is up and running. I still don't have a lot of stuff in my shop. For me, the good photos is the biggest issue. I don't really have a big, nice white wall to present paintings on. This studio is so small. You don't get those nice polished photos from your studio. Yeah, just having good photographs, which I think is really important of your art. Also, that is true to color. Photograph, improve the photographs. Then you have to also reduce the file size. That is really important. Do not forget to reduce the file sizes. There are apps that do that. Milan Art is suggesting JPEG Mini. I am using that. It's working brilliantly, but you have to do it. You take the photos, you improve the photos. Maybe you put on a filter. I'm very careful with filters because it makes the colors not true to life anymore. So I think you should be careful with that. Maybe for social media, but not for the website where you sell your art. And then you have to reduce the file sizes, then you have to upload that to your homepage provider, and then you have to embed it in your home. It's just so much work. Oh, so much work. Anyway, can you tell that's not my favorite kind of work? I'd rather be in the studio painting. It's also exciting to see how it starts to come together. So you're just gonna have to do it. When is a website done? Well, while you're painting, you create more work for yourself. That's kind of a reason why I stopped painting. One thing I recommend if you are doing the program, so there are these lessons, and then we get videos to watch, and we can check mark them. And I suggest you do not check mark them until you are really done with the lesson. That means not just having watched the video, but having done what they have you do. And that's why this question, when is a website done? Well, by the time you're only uploading new works and have laid the foundation, and from then on, you can only add new works as you are making them. That's when the website is really done. I have a lot of stuff still to do. But I moved on to social media marketing anyway. But it's not really checked off yet. Lastly, these two. Painted on this fabric. Here you see the original fabric. It's without anything on it, not even transparent gesso or anything. I used tile adhesive to smear over it, then gessoed with transparent gesso, just working on this very specific structure. I don't know what you can see, I don't know. I used gold paint to kind of enhance that pattern over the figures, and the tile adhesive picked up the structure of the fabric in places. It's just really, really cool, and it really, really only works in an original. So they tell you in the beginning you're probably going to be selling more prints, and for me, I don't have a lot of works that are going to be good prints, but I really think I'm the original art kind of a person. You know this, I love it as an original. It has copper paint on it also. I just really think as a print, it's going to be very normal, but as an original, it's something very special. So for now, I'm more of an original art kind of a person. I think I like them. They fit well into my portfolio. They embrace the kookiness and the depth that these expressions and the lost souls, they don't have titles yet. They make me smile, they make me think, they make me feel. So the section is social media, and I cringe a little bit. I'm not a social media fan, but you have to embrace the fact, Milan says that we are content creators now. We're not content consumers, we're content creators. She even says, you are now an influencer. And I cringe when I hear that, because I don't want to influence people, because that means I'm telling them this should be your opinion because it's mine. That's not what I want to do. I want to inspire and encourage and motivate my followers to make their own opinion. Because I think we're missing that. People are being influenced instead of building their own opinions. So now you maybe can tell, I'm really finding my inner fire and what's important to me. I must say also, the clearer I'm getting about my own message and what I want to bring into the world, the more fun it becomes. It's actually becoming fun. What I can say about social media, for me, it's better to work in bulk. So I will reserve a big chunk of time and dedicate that to my social media posting, and I will write 2 weeks worth, maybe even a whole month's worth of posts. And there are ways you can already post it for the future, and it will automatically post it. And that for me is so much better than having to do a post every day, because you're still going to have to react to the reactions to your posts every day. I also did a bulk photo shoot. I dedicated a whole morning to set up the best space I had in my little tiny house. Brought in all the good lights. I brought in all the paintings that I wanted to take shots of, including me in the picture, because I need to do more selfies on my Instagram. And then I'm doing a whole day of writing the posts and uploading the posts. And for me, that works. And you might want to try that for yourself. Social media marketing, of course, also includes Pinterest. So I haven't even started with Pinterest. So I do have a bit of a list of stuff that I'm going to be working on, but I'm continuing in the course because this is stuff that I can do on the side. There's not much more to say. As I said, I feel like I'm more of an original art painter, and you know how I kept saying, I want to paint large, I want to paint large. And now this is already though a week into the next section where it's about promotion. So whether you're going to search for gallery promotion or whether you're going to completely do self-promotion, I think has a bit of an influence on how large you want to paint, because galleries like large paintings. It looks good in a gallery, and they sell large paintings to people. But if you're self-promoting, there's a bit of a limit to how large you want to paint because you're going to have to send these babies out. There is a limit to how large your packages can be, and it gets very expensive. Sometimes I'm thinking within Europe, if somebody in France wants to buy my art, I can buy a really cheap train ticket and hand deliver it, and it's cheaper than having the mail do it, and it's safer too. So I'm considering that. If you're in France and you want to buy my art, let's talk about that. I'll come visit you and bring that painting to you. But that's something you might want to think about when painting and deciding what sizes you're going to be painting. I will talk more about that the more I find out about it. The stuff that's coming up now, which is looking for galleries that you can write to, that you can apply to. I will collect all the addresses and do all my research, but I will not send out stuff yet because I'm going to be taking that course in January, February that is going to be specifically about this. And so I don't want to send out all my stuff and then they're going to tell me how to really do it here in Austria. So I'm going to hold that back a little bit. All right, so next time is going to cover the last 3 weeks in the Milan Art Mastery Program. I cannot believe it. It has been such an amazing year. But I'll be saying that again, so I'm going to skip it. Today is the 22nd of December. I'm pretty much on time, about a week late. You're not going to see this before Christmas for sure. It usually takes me much longer to edit. Whenever you're watching this, I am wishing you a great time of the year, whatever time of the year it is. And now, thank you so much for watching. I'd be tickled if you sign up for my newsletter and if you go check out my homepage. I am tickled if you give me feedback in any way. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I'll see you soon. Go paint. Take care. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. You can subscribe to my channel, but you can also subscribe to my newsletter on my homepage. And of course, you can follow me on Instagram. Soon I will sell originals, but I'm also selling prints. Everything is linked, and I really, really hope to see you again. So take care.